Salutations! Felicitations! Conjugations! And welcome all to Side Quest. Yes, you're in the right room, don't worry. Look at this! We did it! We're in a big old theatre with lights and everything! Amazing, yes. Thank you so much all for being here. Well, what is this all about, you might be wondering? Well, let's calm down, all right? Just give me a sec. I'm going to explain. So, my name is Quill, by the way, the pen holder. I will be your guide on this journey here tonight. Tonight, we're going to tell an original tale. A story with magic, mystery, and characters, your characters, from all across the land. Strange and wonderful. And maybe we'll learn a thing or two along the way. But that all remains to be seen, because tonight is a completely new tale. And it's all heralded by you. Now, you may be wondering, where, Quill, does this story take place? Well, I will tell you, it is going to take place in the most magical of places. The thing known as collective imagination. Yes. Now, just to make sure you're all a little bit brushed up on your collective imaginations, I spy one or two of you who maybe hasn't used theirs in a little while. I will perform for you a micro scene, and we'll see, if you're still up to scratch. Okay, all right, here we go. La 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 la. And see. Okay, so who there saw in their mind's eye me in some sort of outdoor setting and then picking off an apple or some other kind of fruit from a tree? Just raise your hands if that's pretty much what you saw. Look at this, yes! We're already using our collective imaginations, you see. That's how it works. Bear that in mind for the rest of the show. So, wonderful, wonderful. Now, how does this work? Well, we're going to have our main character go on a journey. And at certain points, they're going to have to make a choice, a binary choice. For example, will they go north to the misty mountains? Or should they go south to the forbidden forest? Well then, I will throw it to you all. I'll spring forth and ask you to raise your hand on the choice of your choosing. And based on a majority vote, we shall head down said path and the story will continue from there, you see? So simple. But that's not all. No. Sometimes they will try to accomplish a task. That could be to slay a dragon, or simply to tie their shoelaces. And in which case, we'll bring out the dice of power. Yes. Ooh, indeed. And in which case, I or one of you, perhaps, will get to roll it, and then we'll see how well they do. If they roll a 1, well, the shoelaces don't tie for more than 2 seconds. They trip over and bump their nose. If they roll a 6, well, that's the most expert shoe tying you've ever seen. Incredible. These shoes will never come undone. And all the numbers in between are all the numbers in between. You get how it works. Except, of course, for number 4, which is the mystery side. Yes, if it lands on that, something very peculiar will happen. Yeah. More on that if it comes up. Okay. And that's pretty much all you need to know. Other than that, relax, pull up a pew, have a chill pill, whatever, and just enjoy the show. So, let's get on. Oh, yes, of course, our story cannot take place without a protagonist, as it were. So, let's get on our blank slate for the evening. Void of all character. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's inject them with some from your lovely suggestions here tonight. Oh, this is a good name. Okay, I think name-wise, let's go with Quandale Dingle. Wonderful. Quandale Dingle. Imaginative. Your skill. Well, that's quite good. We've got so many. I don't know which to pick from. Oh, that's good. If it was at a fairground, that'd be nice. Yeah. Nah. Let's go with. That's rude. Okay. Okay. Can guess precisely how many things are in things? Yeah. Wonderful. Yes. We'll see how that plays into the story as it goes on. How many things are in things? Good. And random traits. Ooh. Ah, beautiful. Can conjure fish pie. That's useful thing to conjure, you know, of all the things you could conjure. Fish pie, conjuring, wonderful. So that's it, that's our character. Quandale Dingle can guess precisely how many things are in things and can conjure at will fish pie. Let's just get the title of our story. Oh, actually, before that, we need to find out a little bit about them, like how good or bad are they? Yeah, so let's put it to a vote first, and then we'll bring out the dice of power. But first of all, if you'd like our character to be a bit of a goodie, so that could be anywhere from just, generally quite pleasant fellow, all the way to the greatest do-gooder of all time, a saviour of the innocent, then please raise your hands now. Oh, okay. Oh, it's quite good, yes. And if you'd like our character to be a bit of a baden, that's someone who could be anywhere from... Okay. I think that is just the majority there, yes. We will be a baden, but how bad? Well, that's where the dice of power comes in. So, yes, one, of course, being, just a bit rude, really. And 6 being a foul evildoer. Would anyone like to roll the dice and find out? Oh, I saw a hand over there. Yes, I'm going to throw it to you. Ready? Here we go. Hupsy daisy. Oh, good catch. Throw it nice and high over this way. Yeah, go on, throw it. Yay. Nice one. It's a 2. Okay. Thank you. That was wonderful. So, yes. Not someone you'd maybe want to go on a long car journey with, but there may be some chance for some redemption in there. So, there we have it. All that's left to do is get the title of our story tonight, and we shall begin. Let's go with... okay. So many modern-day references. Let's go with The Cork Went Flying. Yes. Oh, you're so imaginative, creators. I love it. So that's it. That's our story. The Cork Went Flying. Now, our story starts in the tiny little town of Endcliffe Park. Yes, Endcliffe Park, a small little impoverished village. Nothing of substance really much happens there. Many of the locals go about their daily lives, toiling away. The local blacksmiths and the fishmongers and the people who do stuff with fruit. What are they called? Fruit makers? I don't know. And they're all going about their days, seemingly, just pottering about. And we find our main character, Quandale Dingle, heading in to the local tavern at the start of the day.
The door's open. It never happens. Good morning, traveller. Do you want anything?
There are precisely 1,365,282 trees in the area surrounding your town. That's roughly 4 per person.
Well, I don't know if that's right, but that sounds right, traveller.
There are approximately 35 gallons of ale within your establishment. That's approximately 4 per customer.
Well, I know that for certain, actually, because I did a count today, this very morning, so yes, you're right about that.
However, there is only one Quandale Dingle.
Never heard of you.
Dingle the detective?
Nope, never heard of you whatsoever. Anyway.
Oh, wait. Dale Dingle the devious.
Nope, haven't heard of that either. I mean, if we're talking about notable people, one person I heard is Minnie Creed.
Minnie Creed?
Yes, very famous local hero.
Oh, and they're more impressive than Dingle the Do-Batter.
Yeah, you see, they have talking toes. I mean, that is pretty impressive. I mean, do you have talking toes? I don't think so.
No, but remember the case of, Adele Megan?
Ah, yes, Adele Megan. Quite a famous person.
Yes, a great gymnast, very bendy. And you know that she was stabbed exactly 136 times.
No, I haven't heard that. Did that happen recently?
Yes, and I solved the case. Because I could count exactly 137 stab wounds, so I found a man with exactly 137 knives.
Surely you could use the same knife over and over again, though.
That was the defense he used, but I put him behind bars anyway.
Fair enough. Anyway, I want to remind you, this is a tavern. We serve meat, and we would have food, but the kitchen's closed today.
Oh, that's not a problem. Wait. Sorry, it's a bit.
Oh, okay. I'll let you do your bit. Do you want a drink?
Fish
though?
pie.
I don't know if I should charge you for that, because you kind of summoned it yourself.
Well, I'll take a flagon of mead in exchange for it.
Yeah, I can do that. So that's pretty impressive, to be fair. There you go.
Thank you.
So what brings you to this humble town of us, Endcliffe Park?
Well, a devious detective like myself, I'm on the hunt for devious crimes.
Ah, devious crimes. Well, have you heard of the seediest place in Endcliffe Park?
No, where is it?
Somewhere deep underground.
Where deep underground?
Oh, you want to know? Well, I can tell you, to be fair. You see, the somewhere deep underground is the tree house in the Enchanted Woods. They're underground woods. So there's a tree house in the woods that are underground.
It's a good thing you have this map on the wall.
Yeah. You see, you go into the cave next to the villas, and then you can go underground from there.
And how do the trees grow without sunlight with which to photosynthesize?
I don't know, magic. I mean, it's probably just magic.
No. It sounds far too devious.
Well, I wouldn't know the meaning myself. I am just a humble barkeep.
So, to find these woods deep underground, let's have a look. I need to go through the, what's this one on the map here?
Oh, that one on the map, that is quite easily the mine of mediocrity.
The mine of mediocrity.
The mines.
The mines of mediocrity.
Which makes sense, because they're underground.
Multiple mediocre mines.
Yes.
Okay, well, which way is it to the mines of mediocrity,
Oh,
Martin?
you just want to know more locations? I mean, the map's right there. Like, some of us can read it. I mean, it's just right
I
next
don't like reading.
Okay, fair enough. Well, it's just right next to the Eurovision Stadium.
So, let me get this straight. Tavern, marketplace, Eurovision Stadium, and then
the tunnel to the mines, which go to the deep underground, which go to the Enchanted Forest. Yes, simple. It's literally like a little arrow thing. Although there is several arrows that come out of it, so you might get lost, but no one gets lost in those caves.
Ha! Definitely not Condell Dingle. Condell Dingle the Devious.
Condell Dingle the Devious?
Yes, remember the name this time.
Okay, I will remember the name this time.
And when people come to your bar, tell them, oh hey, this morning I served Dingle the Devious.
I don't think most people know you though.
Well, they will do. Make it sound like a big deal, okay?
Okay. Oh, it's Quandle Dingless the Devious!
Close enough.
He can look in something and see how many there is in there.
Yes, I can do that. It's a good skill.
And summon a magical fish pie. Fish pie. Fish pie, isn't it?
It's just a fish pie so far. I tried the fist pie.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. The fist wasn't cooked.
I was more thinking like you go up to someone that says, hey, you want a fist pie?
Oh, I'll bear that one in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that could be useful. A little chip for you there.
Well, bartender, you served me well. You can keep that fish pie.
Okay, fair enough. I was hungry, to be fair. It's getting close to lunch.
Enjoy. And I will be seeing you when Quandale Dingle the Devious is slightly more delightfully well known.
And so Quandale headed off on their adventure, yes. Stepping out of the tavern, they headed into the local town square of Endcliffe Park. Yes, lovely little cobblestone streets, and many market vendors setting up for the day ahead, you know, selling fresh produce, some fish, and, you know, many other wares fellow travellers might need and want.
Slow day, isn't it?
Yeah, not seen anyone for ages.
Fresh produce, useful items.
Local stuff.
Guess how many sweeties in the sweet jar? Sooner or later we'll fix that church roof, I know it.
I think we will.
You,
Yeah.
stall vendor, tell me, what is your name?
My name? Well, people don't normally ask, they just ask about my produce, but as it happens, my name isn't Condell Dingle. I don't know how to does it. Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
I would have thought that was obvious from my Irish accent.
Now that you mention it, you do sound like you're from the land of I. However, what was it you said about guess how many sweeties were in the jar?
Oh yeah, so we're doing a little bit of a game, bit of fun, but also raising money to repair the church roof. Our poor vicar, he's getting so soggy. Like, poor fellow. He does a good job. He's trying his best. And we just want to.
How much to enter?
Just 1 gold.
1 gold. Spend 1 gold, and I'm really good at this, so I'd probably win. However, I've got quite a lot of gold here in my pouch. Should I get a few wrong to make them feel better?
Oh, a choice of choices, it sounds like. Yes, so should they perhaps, you know, take pity on this small town vendor and, you know, throw in a few gold and make some wrong guesses, why not? Or should they get it right first time, as we know they can, and collect the prize money? Well, the choice is yours. So please, if you'd like them to, you know, fake it on this occasion and maybe throw them a few pennies out of generosity, then please raise your hands now. Lovely. And if you'd like them to blow everyone's minds with how accurate their guessing is, raise your hand. It is a majority.
So you were saying, Seamus O'Shaughnessy?
Yeah, so just 1 gold for your little guess. God knows how
239 sweets, 1 gold. What's the price?
You get the job, sweeties.
Wait, does this mean we can't raise any more money?
Yeah.
Don't mind me, I'm just coming to collect the money for the roof.
Hi, Vicar.
Right!
I've got you 2 gold.
For the poor children!
How much?
They're so rich!
How many slates can you get for 2 gold?
Maybe 1! If I can haggle them!
stretching my body over the roof.
Okay.
You mind the market?
I don't need your pity, I need money!
So what happened to this church roof anyway?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
Nope.
It burned down.
How?
Well, there was a guy. Tootle Merryweather, he was called. And he was a bit of a wrong 'un. I don't know if you know about these. He was a spider charmer.
A spider charmer.
Yeah, he charmed spiders. Like, you know, like a snake charmer, but for spiders.
Okay.
Like, it's a lot more impressive because snakes like one thing, spiders have got 8 legs.
And the spiders burnt down the church.
Oh no! So he was doing his spider charming act. Some of the villagers, and this is a bit mean, but some of the villagers thought that he was making it up. He was cheating. That it's not actually a skill. He's got little wires on them. We're not an angry village, Encliffe Park, but they did come with flaming torches. The church was just kind of collateral damage.
And what happened to the spider charmer?
Yeah, we think he escaped. No one's seen him since. There's a lot of spiders around. but Tootle Merryweather's nowhere to be seen.
I was wondering about the thousands of spiders. 63,287 to be precise.
How many
Wait.
legs would that be?
2,400,367,211.
Sounds legit.
The number of spiders keeps going up. Would you like a running tally?
Yes, please.
Well, I don't have time for that right now. I'm just on my way to the Eurovision Stadium. Give me a sweet if you point me in the right direction.
Oh, sure, yeah. I think you've got to go... You've got to go past the Gong Glen.
The Gong Glen.
Yeah. The Gong Glen.
That Gong Glen.
Yeah, where all the gongs are. Hanging from the trees.
Hanging from the trees in the glen.
Glen.
Right. So that's why they call it the Gong Glen.
Yeah, pretty
Makes
literal.
sense. Yeah. I'd wondered why there was a park on the end of a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
Yeah, I would be careful, because that could be where Tootle ended up. We just don't know.
Well, if I see him, I'll let him know that he's responsible for some terrible things.
I could.
Yep. Be seeing you anyway.
Alright, thank you.
And so they headed on out of Encliffe Park. Yes, and off on their adventure. They'd pootled for quite a while, down merry little paths, and eventually came to a bit of a clearing, to a place known as Gong Glen. Ah, yes, the place where gongs are made, big and small, smelted, some in old iron, and some just made out of wood. It's like a little nice thing you can buy at a shop, you know, and like take home. Oh, look at this, isn't that cute, honey? Yeah, it's really nice, I want a divorce. So, and eventually they found themselves there. Now, this place was notorious for not being very kind to strangers.
Bong! Nobody's gonna sleep round here.
Dude, what are you doing?
I am banging some gongs, like I usually do every Saturday morning.
Oh, come on, let's gong bathe, let's gong bathe. The guys are coming, we're going to gong bathe.
Okay,
Let's
gong
go,
bathing,
beat it.
right, sure.
Can you not feel the vibes?
I'm feeling it, I'm feeling
I
it.
can feel the colours shooting from my nose again.
Oh,
There they go.
sometimes you take the fun out of gongs. One time.
A bit Sylvester Styrofoam with a fork for my left hand.
Yes,
Perfect. It's like a tuning fork.
that's very good, but you know that me, the milkman, loves causing disruptions and waking people up. They're gonna be lazy, they're having a nap.
Right.
It's morning, get up!
This is the sunrise hour, man. This is when we want to shoot colours from your nose.
You know what? I can't be mad at you when you're just so chill. Really nice.
This seems like a dangerous place.
I don't know, it's one of the
I
gods.
don't know whether I should try and sneak through in between the gongs. Or perhaps present myself to these gong wielders and see what comes of it.
Maybe we can see you.
Hey, man.
Hey! What are you doing with that gong blade?
You up for a gong bar?
Yeah? Yeah, they're really loud.
I don't know, am I up for a gong bath?
Oh, so what? Are they up for a gong bath? Please raise your hands if that's what you want to do. All right, whatever that is, let's find out.
Come on!
Guys, I've got the giant gong.
How does this work?
As well.
So what you do, you just rest your head back, rest your head. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right next to the loud gong.
Right next to the loud gong. And there's some sand for you. It makes lovely noise. Yes, yes.
This looks like it's going to hurt my ears quite a lot.
No, never.
It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe, man. Some people call it torture. We call it vibing.
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 I don't know, guys. I feel like this is pretty much torture.
Shevak, you're an
Did you say
anarchist.
torture?
You always think.
No, shh. Listen to the gong.
Yeah, gong, man. Gong, man. Vibe.
There's 400,000 decibels in that gong.
Well, that's really impressive. You know how loud gongs are. That's really good.
I'm just good with numbers. To be fair.
Oh, so you don't actually care about gongs?
Yeah, that's not chill.
Yeah, let's continue with the torture. Let's just...
You're all calling it
Oh, but how well did the gong manage to damage our poor hero's ears? Let's find out with the roll of a dice. Who would like to roll it? Anybody? Oh, yeah, right there. Here you go. Throw it up here nice and high. Hupsy daisy. Oh, it's gone off stage. But it is a 5. Only minor damage.
You like it? Yeah, you like it? Do you appreciate the gongs now? Yeah, I'm not very kind. I'm the milkman.
Look at the wide-eyed horror in his face. It means he's vibing.
It's so true. Oh.
As an anarchist, I kind of stand for this guy, so I'm going.
Another split in the collective.
Well, this
That was not a vibe.
I'm pretty sure we defined it as a vibe.
Definitely vibe, man.
So it is.
If I hadn't had my hands right there, my ears would have been blown to a pulp.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds great. Sorry, I've had ear protectors in this entire time. You don't like the sound of it? You don't want your ears blown? Who do you think you are? You haven't even told us your name. We've given you free treatment.
My name is Quandale Dingle.
Quindale Dingle.
Never heard of him.
No idea.
Not at all.
Dingle the detective. Dingle of the many decibels.
Detective, he sounds like a copper.
He sounds like a copper. We don't like coppers around here.
That spider bloke was running through here the other day from coppers and that, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
So
Merryweather.
the authorities were after him too, the bloke.
A man of many spiders.
Well, he had a few.
Yeah. Can't imagine he gets them all out at once. It's not like
What did you say his name was?
Tootle.
Merryweather.
Tootle Merryweather.
Yeah.
Another piece of the puzzle being put in the right place. I appear to have found the corners and some of the edges, but the centre remains a mystery.
Sorry, what? Why do you want to find him?
Well, I came from the humble town of Encliffe Park,
Yeah. Right
and
next door.
as I was passing through, I heard tales of a Tootle Merryweather responsible for the burning down of a local church, where I could have helped a bit more to fix the roof, but instead I just got this big jar of sweets. And
That's a vibe,
I
man.
mean, yeah.
And yeah, I suppose I'm trying to find what is at the centre of this mystery. So which way did he go?
That way.
Oh yeah.
That way.
Yeah. Just go through the gongs, and then you'll get to the Eurovision station, right? You'll get to the guards. Yeah.
Right, so I'm good to go.
Well, you've had our free gonging.
Yeah, but you have given us sweets.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Sure. This time but don't come back.
Yeah.
All right. I remember a face.
Okay, I'll come back the other way next time. Thanks for nothing.
And so they headed on out and trekked for many moons and many suns until they eventually found themselves at a place known as Eurovision Stadium. Ah, yes. This was a place where visions, people... Hang on, wait. No, I know. Yes, so it's a place where people could see through time itself. Yes. It was also known as the place where people would be able to see futures and pasts and anything in between. People who grew up there had what was known as a third eye. Yes, they could see deep into people's souls, their hopes, their dreams. And, with a little bit of a pinch of salt, also predict the future. Eurovision Stadium was a place where there were no secrets.
It's a great and terrifying place.
Have you come to take your visions?
What?
I'm here to give you visions.
Hang on. I estimate that you have precisely 3 eyes.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. The name's Ivory Brown.
Ivory Brown, my name is Quandale Dingle.
So a bit of hiccups. Magical hiccups. That's what makes me see the visions, not the third eyes.
Oh, right. And the third eye just...
I just was born with it. This is my assistant.
Yes, hi. I am, my name's Mira, Banshee of the Seven Hemispheres.
Yes, he has a way more impressive name than me, Ivory Brown.
And you too have 3 eyes.
Yes, very observant.
And you too see visions?
I see visions, although my main skill is that I can kill a man with my screams at up to 50 metres.
Quite deadly. It's as if things get too tense, because some people don't like what they see. Now, do you want your visions of the future? Future.
I could take a vision of the future. However, do I really want to know my future and be stuck on a path towards a destiny that I may not want to accept?
Ooh, another choice. So what will it be? Will they take a cheeky glimpse into their future? It could be good, it could be bad, it could be sweet. Or do they rush on to the next exciting location? It's all up to you. So please raise your hand for them to stick around and find a little bit of a futuristic vision. Oh, yes. And please raise your hands for them to press on to the next. Ah, they will on this occasion see some visions.
Okay, how much will this vision cost me?
I see you come with sweets. 3 sweets I'll do.
I mean, I've got about 193 left.
Oh, yeah, that'll do. I'll take 3 of them. Oh, and 3 for my assistant as well.
You're welcome, terrifying Banshee.
Now, this future might happen years from now. Or it might happen 45 minutes from now. But it'll be amazing. It's time to open your third eye.
Oh, but how far into the future did they see? Let's find out with the roll of the dice. As you can imply, 1 is not very far and 6 is close. Anyone want to roll it? Here we go. Oh, yeah, back there. Hup. Nicely done. Go on. Hupsy daisy. Oh, mind the lighting. Oh. It's a 3. Yes, everything goes all swishly coloured and things get all kind of fuzzy feeling. And then they suddenly find themselves 5 years into the future.
That was an incredible joke!
I know!
Anyway, Quindell, happy birthday. Honestly, it's been such wonderful times investigating with you, being a detective.
Yes, I can't believe we have our own detective firm.
It's amazing. So many crimes.
Yeah.
But I get to solve them with you.
And by solve, you mean frame innocent people!
Oh, everything goes all swishly coloured and we head up back where we started.
And close.
Oh my god.
So, did you like the future? Did you hate the future? If you hate the future and you have any issues, my assistant can help.
I've always prided myself on quick and efficient rather than accurate detective work. But framing innocent people, that's the sort of thing that someone would do if they were like 66% evil rather than a 33. I'm just spitballing.
You mean like a 4? Like if it was like a dice?
A dice?
Well, I mean,
Well,
you said
what?
66%, it'd be like 4, wouldn't it?
I know not of what you speak.
You don't know what a dice is? We thought we have dice in our time period. But anyway.
Terrifying prospect. But then, I did have a partner in a successful detective earring business. Maybe that future isn't so bad after all. Well, thank you for showing me these things.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, the eye's leaking a bit. It might not close properly.
Wait, hang on, am I stuck with the eye now?
Well, normally it should close at this point, but yeah.
I think it's just there are a few thoughts coming out.
Wait, I need to keep the thoughts in.
I would. It's a family show.
But if my eye is open, does that mean that the future is not set in stone?
Possibly.
I'll just keep the fringe down because it's a bit grotesque.
Yeah. Wait, are you saying her eyes are...
Oh, I mean, no, they give you special powers, you know, they...
I feel kind of offended by that. Yeah, I'm just going to go back into the stadium for a bit. I feel it.
The eyes are cool, yeah, the eyes are great.
I'm sorry, I'm actually really quite upset.
On balance, that could have gone worse.
And so they headed on out of the Eurovision Stadium. Now, with a little glimpse into the future, how accurate was that future though? Was it set in stone? Or was it perhaps changeable, as all of our futures may be? Well, it all remains to be seen. As they headed on out, they trekked for many more moons and slightly less days, weirdly, and eventually found themselves at a place known as the Mines of Mediocrity. Yes, after going down into the ground, they found themselves in a dimly lit space with little candles about. This was a space where people went when they didn't really have large ambitions or goals. Yes, they were come to the earth itself, where people could live harmoniously with very simple little pleasures.
Good Lord.
Oh.
This place is mediocre.
Excuse me. You used an expression or exclamation of surprise, a statement that might be followed by an exclamation mark were it written down. Really not appropriate.
I like to keep things very just mediocre tones,
yeah.
no shouting, no whispering, just the right level. Thank you.
Medium.
This stone's bad.
How very outrageous. How quintessentially distasteful.
Wow, we can hear you.
Don't you want anything more?
No?
No, this is exactly sufficient. Very precisely sufficient. We have done the maths.
And
I'm saying my maths.
See the maths, it's over here.
I'm mine something, I'm not really sure. It's just because it's quite tedious work, but not too tedious.
Get a bit of creativity out there, but not too much to be gifted or anything.
But I also do a lot of maths in my spare time. You see, here's a graph showing you just the right level of tedium to lead an appropriate and comfortable life, but not too comfortable.
By the beards of the gods.
No, again, that's an exclamation.
That sounds like an exclamation.
You have done precisely 389,264,321 bits of maths in the past week.
That's truly incredible.
Very, very impressive.
No, I think we both nearly did an exclamation.
Oh, that was close.
Maybe I can persuade them to start living life a little more adventurously. Or maybe I should give them some excitement by causing a problem within the mind.
Ooh, so what will it be? Will they try to down them with some excitement, try and get them geared up for this here world? Maybe it's not so bad after all. Or should they do something a little bit naughty that gets them a little bit riled up, hopefully? Well, the choice is yours as ever, so please raise your hands for them to go and do something and try to engage them in something exciting. Please raise your hands now. Oh, creators, you are naughty ones, aren't you? And if you'd like them to do something a little bit more aggressive, then please raise your hands now. Oh, of course.
Now, let me tell you, my name's Derek, and I'm incredibly charismatic. I am somewhat super anxious, and that's why I've decided to live a very median life. And I convinced Pratt to join my cult.
Oh, Pratt's my nickname. My full name is Morris the Mole. And before I decided to spend my life in these beautiful, somewhat beige, mediocre mines, I was really good at parkour.
Do I remember rightly that you were great at starting bar fights and escaping unhurt until I persuaded you to put that behind you?
That too, I would use the parkour to escape the bar fights. It was very useful, but not anymore.
No. I almost said terrible days, but that would be...
No, that's too much of an opinion.
So nothing exciting ever happens here.
Oh, I almost said thank goodness. Again, that would have been an exclamation. But we are
So nothing
perfect
at all of... No, nothing that could be out of the ordinary.
Oh no. We
And
wouldn't
the
tolerate
mines are
that.
just full of this... Is this literally just mud that you're mining?
And some stones.
And we got some stone. I am the stone taster. Make sure that the stones haven't expired.
We did have an issue with spiders recently, but
We
they
did.
seem to have gone by.
Yeah, I kept eating spiders' eggs instead of stones because they look so similar. But that was too upset my stomach.
So it'd be absolutely crazy if, say, I don't know, the whole mine just got filled with pie.
I mean, that sounds astonishingly unlikely. I'll tell
Fish
you.
pie.
That's not a stone.
It would be incredibly out of the ordinary if you couldn't move for fish pie. Fish pie.
Oh, but how many fish pies were they able to summon? Let's find out with another roll of the dice. Who would like to roll it? Anyone? I'm going to go a bit further back here. I'm going to come down to you. Anyone back here? Do it nice and high. Humpty Daisy. That'll do. Oh, six! The place was flooded, inundated with fish pies. Fish pies were so many fish pies that they were all buried under the fishy, mighty goodness.
Let out those emotions now!
My heart is going at a slightly high rate than usual.
This is, if anything, too much mashed potato.
That's it! Feel something for once in your lives! Well, I like to think I did a good thing there.
And so, having left the mines full to the brim with fish pies, they headed on out, continuing their journey. Would they eventually reach their destination, and what would they learn when they get there? Well, that all remains to be seen. Meanwhile, deep down underground, in the underground woods, in a treehouse in said woods, there was a spider charmer, a withered old man surrounded by spidery subjects, a pyromaniac. That means they like to start fires.
Don't condescend to people.
Matt, how you doing?
I'm very frustrated.
Oh, why? You got all me and the rest of the spiders with you.
I'm very happy with my spidery company, but I was chased out of town by small-minded anti-spider locals.
I mean, it was pretty frightening, sir. Fire everywhere and so forth, but I mean, it's fine in this cave.
It is fine and safe here, but we can't take spiders out into the wider world for fear that small-minded villagers will take torches to us. How can we live? How can this be a world fit for spiders or spider charmers?
I mean, we've got plenty of places to put our web, sir.
That's true, and you can get in nooks and crannies, but that is not the point.
Well, you
The
want
point
more?
is, we should be allowed in churches.
We should be allowed in schools. We should be allowed in taverns.
Oh, yeah, I
This
would like a
world
drink.
belongs to spiders if they want it. We will not be chased away. We will take our revenge.
How well would they succeed in their plan to dominate the world with spiders? Would our hero be able to stop them? All remains to be seen in part 2 after a 15-minute break. Thank you very much.